Hi, I'm Alex Pellegrini with the Farmland Raptor program with the Maryland Bird Conservation Partnership. We're working to reverse the decline of American barn owls and American kestrels, which are cavity nesting farmland raptors. And one way that we can do this is by building and installing nest boxes to provide nesting sites for these species.
American barn owl and American kestrel are listed by the state of Maryland as species of greatest conservation need. Their numbers have declined. Their breeding population has declined in the case of American barn owl, by nearly 80% over the last 30 years, and American kestrel by 55% in that same time period. Today we're going to be building an interior design American barn owl box.
We're working with all pre-cut materials. The plans for this box are available on Maryland Bird Conservation Partnership's website at marylandbirds.org/farmland-raptors.
This interior design barn owl box can be used in a number of different applications. As mentioned before, it could be hoisted into the top of a silo, inside the silo. It could be used inside of a building or a barn where it's protected from the weather. It can be mounted. When mounting it inside the silo, you hoist it up to the top and attach it, strap it from the back to the rungs of the silo ladder. Therefore, the entrance hole faces into the opening of the silo rather than facing out into the environment. When mounting this in a barn or a building, there are two ways that it can be done. It can be hung on the wall so that the entrance is facing the inside of the barn, or it can be spun around and mounted up against the exterior wall of the building. When mounting it against the exterior wall of the building, you would cut a 6-inch hole in the wall of the barn. That way the birds would come in from the outside and go directly into the box. When you're mounting it against the exterior wall, you would have to remove the porch so that it would sit flush with the exterior wall. But if it's reversed and facing into the barn, you can leave the porch on. The barn owl box consists of 1/2-inch plywood and 1.5-inch square bracing that we use for supports. First step is to assemble the floor, just like with the other boxes. Let's just do 1/2 at a time. Floor is in two pieces because you'll see when we get this next one on that it will extend out past the front of the nest box and give a little perching porch for the owl to land on before going in. We don't like to use them on the exterior box because that will encourage great horned owls. But if this box is located inside of a building, interior barn, or in a silo, the threat from great horned owls is reduced.
We're going to be using 1 5/8 inches.
And this is 1/2-inch plywood. CDX plywood. You do not need pressure treated. Pressure treated will cause problems with the chicks. So just regular CDX 1/2-inch plywood. As you can see, there's the underside of the floor. Okay, and this is the porch that we were talking about. When you mount this inside of a barn with the entrance of the box facing the exterior wall of the barn, you have to remove this porch so that it sits flush up against the side. Okay, so next we'll be back.
Right.
Nice.
What does it say? Oh,
Barn
barn owl.
And this will be flush at the top. Okay. You know, it's all scraps.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Yep.
This is evidence of
Let's
it being
do,
scrap wood.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's do 2-inch on this part.
Where'd you get the wood from?
Oh, various donations, leftover from building sites. There it is. And again, there's a 2-inch recession from the bottom so that the floor will sit up inside, and a 1/2-inch overhang on each of the edges so that the sides fit snugly.
This doesn't line up with this line.
That's okay.
Line it up with the 2x4.
With the 2x4, yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to make a slight adjustment to this side brace, back side brace. The 2x4 at the top here wasn't cut to length properly. You can see it's a much larger indentation where it should be a 1/2 inch. So I had to slip this brace out closer to the edge in order to accommodate the side when we put it on. These will be 1.5 inches. Or 1.5 inches. We're going to put 5 in this one. I'd like to add additional screws in the back side, the back side joint, because that's where the pressure often is, especially if you're mounted in a silo. It's hung from the back, so there's a forward pressure. So we want to make sure that back joint along the sides of the back is reinforced well. Okay, there's the back.
What are we doing now?
We are assembling the front of the box. You grab, there's another piece of plywood over there.
Yeah. This guy, yeah?
Yeah. You know what? I need 1.25 inches. So we're going to seam these together with this piece of 3/4 inch plywood, just to give it some added strength. And the reason I do this is because this is what the front's going to look like completed, you know, with this indentation here and an indentation there. And it's a lot easier to just make it out of two pieces rather than having to make these cuts, you know. That way you can utilize all of your scrap as well. So.
And I'm just guessing.
Yeah. You can, you know, half your finger width or probably full finger width for you. Yeah. Okay. So let's put this one in here. Okay. Come to me. All right. And
So ideally, you would want this to go across here
all the way
and
across.
and this to meet it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here. Gives them a little perch, a little foothold there, instead of just the edge of the plywood. Okay, the front is complete.
I'm having a hard time envisioning that hole.
This is the entrance into the box.
Oh. So it's not a circle.
Right.
And what's at the bottom?
The porch.
The porch. Oh, okay. That piece of wood is there. Tell me why that piece of wood is.
So they can jump from the porch and grab a hold of it in order to go inside.
And I guess vice versa, right?
Yeah, rather than just a thin piece of 1/2 inch, gives them something to grab a hold of. Right. Oftentimes, interior boxes are installed inside of a silo, an unused silo up in the top of it. In that case, the entrance to the silo is too small to put an assembled box through the entrance. So we have to build the box inside of the silo and put them in piece by piece. So if you assemble the floor, the back, and the front with all the bracing, then all you have to do is screw them together inside the silo, and it's ready to hoist. So you start with attaching the back to the floor. Okay, now we will assemble the front. How's it looking there?
Beautiful.
Nice.
You want to make sure it fits snug in between the the lips here where we left the 1/2 inch exposed. So it should slide right in. Sometimes you need to pull just a little. So then you're going to want to put your number 7 brace on either side. Some wood glue, of course, but for our purposes, we aren't using it right now. You have 2 pieces for the roof. Fit on like so.
Is that on purpose? 2 pieces?
Yes, it is. So one side gets screwed down, affixed, and the other side will be hinged in the center to open. Okay?
And then you'll put a hinge here and here, and it will open just like this so that you can reach inside, clean out the box, etc. Thank you. This little guy.
We're ready to start assembling.
So these are the pieces that you put together in advance the other day.
Yes.
It wouldn't fit through these little windows here if it was fully assembled. So.
Hold that.
Attaching the back to the bottom.
Yeah.
There. You got it. Yeah, they're on the ground. Be careful.
They're really cold.
Can you reach 2 3s for me? Nice. Okay. Right. So this back joint here takes a lot of pressure because the back is strapped, and the weight of the box is pulling downward on this joint. So we're going to use 2-inch screws here to reinforce this back joint on each side. And then the corners, we're going to use 3-inch from the front and the back. And then we'll do 2 inches, more 2-inch screws across the ear.
And then what do you want? You want
Inch 5/8 here.
What are the holes for?
This is for ventilation and to put the rope through to hoist it up. Oh, you want to let's put the brackets on.
What is this bracket for?
This is for attaching the trap.
Are those 2 things different for a reason or just?
And no, they're
Just checking.
just because I only brought one, I should have 2.
It's MacGyvering.
Yeah, exactly.
It's all good.
And okay, so now we're good to the roof.
Everything's done but the roof.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
The brackets go on the front.
So the trap will hang on the front of the box. I've not.
You never used
Never used straw before, yeah, but it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. Okay. And the other half. Okay. Nice. We hinge the door above the entrance so that when we go to look in, the chicks oftentimes run to the other side away from the entrance. If we'd have hinged it the other way, this way, they would have run this direction and then possibly jump out. Okay, so especially if they get older, yeah, as they get older. Okay, I think you can climb now and take the end of the rope with you.